menace across the state. We have
And in Ogun State, authorities have commenced massive demolition of shanties and illegal structures at Shagamu interchange along the Lagos-Ibadan corridor of the expressway. The exercise, carried out by officials of the State Ministry of Urban and Physical Planning, is aimed at restoring to the area which has been designed for industrial development. The State Commissioner for Urban and Physical Planning, Mr. Adebola Adeife, says the ministry had served the owners of the illegal structures notice of eviction, but they refused to leave the area.
Shanties is a menace across the state. We have sent enough warning that people should begin to dismantle their shanties. More importantly, at the interchange, we have gone around there more than 10 times. Nobody is actually listening. But I wanted to send a very powerful signal that the shanties era are now over. This is just the beginning. We are going to continue, and it's going to be sustained for a very long time to come. Besides, 1.5 kilometers is a government-acquired line, so you are not even allowed to do anything except you have a permit from His Excellency. But more importantly, it is important that you bring all your papers to each of our zonal offices and regularize yourself and find out if you are in doubt. Well, as you are aware, Ogun Standard does not permit anyone operating any shanties anywhere, whether it's in Abeokuta Metropolitan, whether it's in Ijebu-Ode, Ilaro, Shagamu, and what have you. So it's important for all of us to please begin to dismantle our shanties, whatever they may be, and it's important for us to heed to these warnings.
We'd like to turn our attention to the northern part of the country now. And the Yobe state government says it's set to award contract for the construction of the first ever cargo airport in northern Nigeria. The State Commissioner for Works, Transport and Energy, Mr. Sirajo Wakil, who disclosed this in an interview with Channels Television in Damaturu, said the airport will be located in Damaturu, the state capital. He says it is sad that Yobe State is the only state amongst the 19 northern states of the country without an airport.
The idea of constructing an airport in Yobe is to make it a business hub. These days, you don't construct an airport just for passengers to land and take off. Because you might not be aware, but there's no airport that can survive on the basis of ticketing. That is just passenger aircrafts taking off, landing. It's not enough to sustain an airport. That is why most of the airports in Nigeria are having problems now. Because the concept, the idea of creating the airport was just based on taking off and landing of passengers. Airport is much more than what people used to think about. Airport is supposed to be created on the basis of serving certain economic interests.
And now to agriculture. Collaboration amongst rice-producing states in the country has been identified as a major step towards achieving the objective of efficient and self-sustaining rice production. The Kebbi State Governor, Abubakar Bagudu, believes that collaboration amongst the states will go a long way towards harnessing the potentials of the country.
A town hall meeting organized by the Kebbi State government as part of activities to mark the first year of the current administration in office. In attendance are politicians, government officials, traditional rulers, foreign investors, as well as women and youth from across the state. The aim is to intimate the residents and investors about the activities of government. With the potential of the state in rice production, Governor Abubakar Bagudu is reaching out to other rice-producing states to pool resources together.
Our objective is to be able to supply a significant proportion of Nigeria's national need. I am confident, I am optimistic that Nigerian rice-producing states, when they come together and do what is right, we can feed Nigeria with rice and even provide for export within 1 year. and that is what we have done in Kebbi to significantly expand support to farmers so that they can do more than they have been doing, giving better seedlings, adequate inputs, and we are pleased with the outcome.
The state government is also looking at increasing internally generated revenue, and to do this, it has partnered with the leaders in the business, the Lagos state government.
We recognize the complementarity of working with Lagos because Lagos is the biggest market, number one, and Lagos is currently the place where most of the imported commodities land, and from which it is distributed to other parts of the country. So if we target Lagos, we should be able to interrupt that process and provide for it using domestic production in all those value chains.
As the country looks inward towards self-sufficiency in food production, particularly in the production of rice, such collaborations will go a long way in putting Kebbi State and Nigeria on the world's map, and the economy will be better for it.
And so we end this edition of News Across Nigeria. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay. See you next time.